Salutations, everyone. It is I, El Sambo. Once again, we are recording another road least traveled video for you today. This video is going to be over, I forget the name of the quest, actually. Partycrashers. How could I forget Partycrashers? We're crashing the party, yo. I love it. I love it. Alright. We have a new bard. I did remember to put the spells on our bar here. So let's see if we can trick the bard into giving us the good song. Looks like we did. Yeah, good song. Okay, couple of things. It really does help if you have a ranged weapon in this quest, and it also really helps if you have. We want to tap all these guys if we can. Give everybody a love tap before we finish off the sigil here, or the mark, and then if they happen to drop anything, we'll be able to pick it up. Ranged weapons and True Scene. True Scene is a pretty big game here. I happen to have a Memories of Kindness that I swapped into, but you could also craft some like goggles of see invisibility or something like that. Good morning, Wood. Same thing. Always take a second to make sure the champs get tapped, because you can pick up get credit for them being slayed, and they can drop chests and other goodies. In epic versions of this quest, you definitely want to do that for scrolls and stuff, although scrolls are not quite as necessary as they once were. What's up, doggo? Jersey just came in. Alright, trap right here, obviously. Once we go in this room, it's going to lock us in, and we got to run over here and shoot this Mark of Shadow. If we did not have, the ability to disarm that trap, these things are actually, if I remember right, they're will saves, not reflex saves. So keep that in mind. That they are, in fact, traps that they don't attack your normal saving throws. So. Right, I don't see any of these guys, these little fairies, as champions. So we'll just run up here to the top and blast the Marker's Shadow. Oh, there's one. Alright. He's still got 600 hit points. There we go. Now he's got less than 600 hit points. Man, still no goodies for us. Apparently you actually have to have spell components to cast certain spells. That seems like nonsense to me. Alright, another trap up here. There is a couple of interesting things about this room. Okay? So first of all, you can stay back here and range, like just barely inside this room, and range things. But as things bounce around, you'll notice that these guys all disappear. And if you have True Scene on, so like in this case it's up here, the one that's still the correct color will, or the real one will stay gold color. If you don't have True Scene, then you won't be able to tell. They all look gold. If you don't have the ability to pick out the correct one, you're just going to have to pick one almost at random and knock it out.
As well as the bearer into the next chamber. Unlike the previous room, This place feels like it's baked inside. That scorpion completely enveloped the mark of shadow. You will need to destroy it in order to get
I'll show you a little bit of cheesy goodness here. There's actually a little bit of a ledge. You can still get attacked up here. Obviously, you can see this guy just ran up here to me, but it is a place that you can jump up and down, and the little melee guy can't get up here. Just the scorpion. So it may or may not help you. I usually don't worry about it very much, but it's what the training videos are all about, right? Flowering plants, storage bin, more collectibles. Alright. Shrine, which I'm not going to worry about. Alright, the Giant. The Giant here again is another situation that's a little bit awkward. So these marks of shadow will heal the Giant. That doesn't mean that you can't knock this Giant out or just straight up kill him without having to worry about it. If you have the DPS, you can actually just knock him down, and then the force or the way is still blocked. But now there's one less thing for you to have to worry about before you why you knock out these mark of shadows. Otherwise, you knock out all the marks of shadows and the guy doesn't heal. That's really all it does. Prevents him from healing. Again, range really nice in this part of the quest. Two of these marks of shadows summon monsters that attack you, the dogs, the trippers, and the other two they'll bind you. They'll cast bindings on you and summon. I'm trying to get it to actually summon the traps here. Maybe this one's not going to summon the traps. There we go. There's the binding chain. And they'll summon spike traps. Kind of like we were just fighting. There's a champ one. Let's attack the champ one. Actually, several champ ones, huh? Let's do this. Alright. Now we'll finish up this mark of shadow. Boo! Still no free goodies.
And stop the Maleficent Cabal's attack.
Yeah. I think we got our songs that we're gonna get until she shrines. Boo! Boo! Alright. So, up until this point, there's no variations in this quest. But now you're at the point where you have to make a decision. There are two ways to go now. Also, these things are for the optional over here, I believe. They don't do anything else. They're all stat-based.
Next to the security gates, a large dragon mark of shadow is embedded.
Really, my charisma's too low, huh?
If it were to activate it, you would not be able to destroy it as you did with the marks in the illusion.
Feels odd.
Activating those runes seems to have disabled the nearby security. You can
so you can either go this direction, and we'll kind of pop our head in just a little bit so you can see. But as you go. Actually, do we disable the traps good enough that we don't have to worry about it? Maybe these traps also disable over here as well. So I suppose if you have all of these, all the stats attributes, you can run through here. That's cool. No, there's some guys. Guess you can't run all the way through. So remember that door right there in front of us here. We're gonna come back. We're gonna come back the way that I normally would come through here, not as opposed to this way here. Even though I think we've cleared through pretty far. Normally, every one of those sigils that we passed would spawn trash. So like this would spawn a bunch of blades and trash. Oh, there's the blades. Oh, we got murdered.
That'd be good.
I guess we shouldn't have come back, huh? So we'll be fine. Pick up our stone. Okay. So watch all this stuff spawn now. It didn't spawn before, but it'll spawn this time. Just to mess with us. Yep, there's a bunch of it. Weird. I guess I don't understand what happened there. Maybe it was just the lag? Oh, that's possible. So again, there's a reason why I don't usually go that way. I suppose also there's a reason why this is the road least traveled and not the road most traveled videos, huh? Alright, good enough. So we have all of this area where we could run through, or instead, we're gonna go this direction. Back here into the big theater room.
The Chapter House Theater normally
There is a this backdrop controller thing. I've never actually found it to do anything useful. There is an optional that pops up eventually that I think involves using that. I've done it. I've fiddled with it in the past to get like 500 experience, but it's something I don't honestly deal with anymore. Haven't for ages. Shrine here. Let's see if yes, a lady, Carmen De Luca. Still quite a ways away from healed here. Ah, sweet, the good song. Alright, so this is that room where we were fighting. And I said watch out for that door. Right, remember that door? Well, that door is right over there. So there's that big illusion dragon and tree and everything. So if you come up this way, you don't have to worry about any of this stuff spawning and causing a problem. Like apparently it did. Now, what I recommend is you want to feather fall all the way into this hallway, past beyond where this tree's at. But since I apparently already spawned this stuff when I came in this room before, maybe that's what the problem was actually. Maybe because I thought I cleared this room, but I hadn't. The rest of those traps went back off. I bet that's what it was. I bet that's what it was. Alright, so now that we're in here, in the big room. You might remember this room if you've done any of the anniversary event. But the first thing we're going to do is we're going to run in here and add our name to the list and Cyan's name to the list. And then we're going to pretty much not do anything for what's going to feel like forever. She sneak in past us? Nope, she's just still taking her time. So long. There we go. Now we're healed back up again. 1,000,000 potions later. We'll talk to her and we will smooze around and see what we can learn. So, first things first, thanks to True Scene, we found her really early. However, if you look at this portrait down here, it'll be the elf that has this little band across her head. Pretty much always. We are going to... True Scene will find her, but then you have to use one of these skills to get her into that room. We're also going to talk to this guy.
Here seems like a harmless old elf, but that facade does not fool you. You easily see through to the malicious tiefling underneath.
Same thing. So I like go ahead and pulling everything in there at once and not having to worry about it.
No one is using the library at the moment. House Phiarlan elves must appreciate their parties more than a good book.
Alright, so these things should activate here in a second. We'll knock this guy out. In a fight to the finish, he says. These guys are now free. She's gonna do her thing. They'll go and knock her out. Alright, perfect. So 2 of the 3 side quest optional / making the quest easier thing is done. Come up here. We're going to loot this chest. Loot this chest. Loot this chest. Then we're going to come back here and search this secret door out. It doesn't really do anything for us right now, except drop an iron key. That iron key would let us open a bonus area in the back. And you know what? I haven't done it for a really long time, so we might actually do that this go around. And give things a shot. See how that bonus chest fight goes for a while. And road least traveled, right? Get out there and knock some cobwebs off. Isn't that the idea? Pick this door here.
You see the aura of a powerful illusion around this guy. He's not an elf.
So I like to knock this guy out back here, and then typically I just leave. However, there is obviously the option of getting rid of all of these guys. I personally don't typically do that. I normally just kind of in things. Whoa! Oh, this Mark of Chaos must have a nasty thing. Yeah, that's all right. There's a shrine right here at the bar. We're also probably getting a little sloppy because we already died once in the quest. Hey, you wanna lay some healing funk down on me, or no? You're just gonna run to the fight. All right, I'll summon Ellery then. I thought she was gonna start healing me since I threatened to summon Ellery. Oh, she did. Ellery loves you. Best $10 in DDO. Alright, let's finish this nonsense up, shall we? Stupid Mark of Chaos. Unless one of these is secretly a nasty champ and I missed it.
These tieflings must have been poised to attack the Phiarlan gala.
Alright.
Cyan will want to know that
So, again, if you're looking for maximum experience, obviously not dying goes a long way. But there are a series of secret doors that you can walk around here and detect. Again, if you spend a little bit of time in the anniversary event, you'll learn this area of the quest pretty well. Look at that, 2 deaths. I died. What? I died more in this quest than I have so far this life. Pretty sure you can get the big bonus. Maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe you could only get 10% bonus. Boo, hiss. Boo, hiss. Alright. So now the quest is done. Now that we knocked out those 3 dangerous guys, we can actually just move on with the quest, and the quest will basically auto-complete for us. She's going to take like 30 seconds to walk over here to this big door. This is where I typically take the time to go ahead and pick up the rest of the collectibles on the balcony. I try to get some while I'm walking past them, and then I kind of come back and grab the other 3 here. And you never know when one's going to turn into a Dragon Shard fragment as opposed to plant stuff. She can get dismissed. She can come over here. Alright, in another 10 minutes, or however long it takes for Sione to walk her happy bum over here, we can stand around and wait even more for the quest to complete. There we go. I do find this this end thing, end story, to be really amusing. I don't know if everybody else finds it to be amusing, but I think it's funny. So we'll watch this, let it fall away. Of course, if you don't want to do any of those optionals, you can just fight all of that nonsense here at the end. Instead of spaced out over the course of the events and getting the optional XP out of it. Doesn't seem like the thing to do in my opinion, but it is a thing that can be done. There we go. Quest complete. It was kind of fun. I hope you enjoyed yourself. Alright. Some treasure. We're gonna go ahead and get the contraband key here. There's a mirror cloak. This mirror cloak's actually not the worst cloak in the world to have, but normally I'd like to have the level 3 version from the pre-update. If you could get it. Otherwise, it's a fine one to have, to be honest. I level 4 as well. Not as good as the Mimic Cloak, but fine. Alright. So we're going to go back and we're going to see about knocking out that contraband optional, just because why not, right? Why not? I'm sure there's a better way to do this instead of respawning all of this trash. But this is what I got. Alright. Are we good? I think so. Also, I don't know how true this is, but I believe if you jump around these edges, you can jump. You can jump on the pillars here to avoid some of the damage and stay against this wall. Yeah, like that. Instead of running through the middle like a fool like I was last time. And I suspect that triggered again because we had mobs spawned here somewhere. I don't know if that's true, but it feels true. A grain of salt there. Again, the reason why these are in the road least traveled, because they just don't do them often enough to tell you the ins and outs of them with 100% confidence. Carmen, no, be careful, don't die. I'm actually a little worried. I'll throw some hit points. Alright, this optional had better be like the real deal. We all know it's not going to be, right? It's all going to be like basically pointless. As long as we're all on the same page. All right. Is this the iron key? Did I need to pick up the iron key? Oh boy.
These paintings are exquisite. It seems that the entertainment business has been very
feel like we did.
House Phiarlan.
Alright, let's go back and we'll get that iron key. We'll try one more time here. I don't know if now that we... Oh wait, maybe this is just on a timer.
Activating those rooms seems to have disabled the nearby security. You cannot tell whether the security for the entire chapel...
Could just be on the timer, actually. Let's see if we keep running. Oh, I know what the problem is. My bad. We actually did not pick up the side quest to do that. Is what the problem is. We do have some trash back here to deal with. And some more. And some more. So apparently this doesn't... Those never stop, I guess. Fun. Is everyone here? To this in a minute, probably. Alright, so one of these dudes, this guy, I think. Somebody? Yeah, this is where you go play with the controls. Again, I don't know that one very well. Somebody around here gives you essentially an optional to go and fiddle with that other room. There it is, this key. Alright, so let's go take another crack at that. If I remember right, was this like the first Abishai? I honestly don't remember. Could just as easily be a flesh render, I guess. Yeah, I was just gonna say it looks like I made it through, but I guess not. This trash together. Look at Carmen. 1 hit point, still going ham. Alright. Let's take another crack at this, shall we? Alright, we have the office key.
The rest of the chapter house is well accoutred, but the furnishings in the vice-regal office are on a higher level of opulence. An overwhelming aura of doom radiates from this statue. It is evil. And clearly much more
what was the
powerful
first,
than anything you've faced in the chapter house so far.
First Abishai, huh?
Unless you are ready for the fight of your life.
Hey. It's been a while, V-Love. How you doing, homie? I think if we stand still, we're not winning this fight. Whoa. Definitely not winning that fight if we stand still. We'll just keep moving in a circle here for a second and see if we can keep this Abishai from getting a big lock on us. Was CR17? Ooh, 2,000 experience. Look at that. Definitely worth the 10 minutes or whatever it's going to take for us to run back and forth through here. And then we're supposed to retrieve an urn. It's a weird spot to hide an urn, I guess, but whatever, we'll take it. More trash? Whoa, a bunch of trash. Yeah, I tell you, I remember almost none of this. Alright, let's get back and turn this optional in and we'll be good to go. We'll be good to go. So yeah, I hope this video really helped clarify a couple things. I'm not going to work on this investigate the stagehand quest or optional. It seems like it's something that you could work on, do both of them after the fact, but I have to look up the wiki on how to do this one anyway. But I imagine the idea is that you turn this a number of times and fall down to a fight underneath the floor. So you may just be able to brute force it, I don't know. I don't know. As always, Velo, feel free to ask any questions, but I might save the answer for when after the recording. I guess now's a great time to go ahead and do the post into the video recording blurb. Please take a minute, like, subscribe, follow the YouTube channel. I really do appreciate it if you enjoyed this. And realize that we record these videos typically as part of our Twitch.tv series. And you can join us pretty much every day. Twitch.tv/SamusGarobo. So, hope these are informative as well as entertaining. I hope. Alright, let's see what happens when we tell this dwarf what was up. See if it's hooked us up with something real sweet. 0 treasure, but we got a little... Oh, 0 XP, but a little bitty lockbox with random trash in it. Excellent. Perfect. Beautiful. Okay. Alright, everybody. With that, I'm going to get out of here. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and we'll see you again next time. Toodles!